So now we have the recruitment phase. So whichever player contributed to the edict and fulfilled it gets to recruit first. So there are the executives up to the number of players plus one, so we have 3 right now. So when hiring an executive, you have to take into account how they'll contribute to your mission control. So they each have different loyalty, skill, and executive actions that they bring to the table. So looking at here, we have Greg Boss from the Balkan family company. He's got good loyalty, skill of 3, that's very good, and he's inexpensive. However, he doesn't have a unique executive ability. Next up, we have Jeanette Schubert from the European Space Agency. She has a lower loyalty and a lower skill. She's a flight director, but she has a very good executive ability where she can purchase politic cards for only 3 solar credits rather than 4. And then finally, we have Professor Amelia Baldwin, who's a head geologist. She is one of the best head geologists in the game, but because of that, she's more expensive than the other 2. She has a skill of 5, and what makes her particularly interesting is the fact that she can spend nuclear resource as if it was metal resource. So looking at our organizations right now, it was Alizon who completed the edict, and they are going to hire Greg Boss. And comes at a cost of 4 solar credits, and the UN Solar Assembly are going to recruit Jeanette Schubert. So now the executives have been recruited, you get to add them to your mission control. So the UN Solar Assembly hired Jeanette Schubert. So she comes over here and replaces the old flight director. So she comes in here and you have to recalculate mission control. So she has a loyalty of 2 rather than 5, so you drop your loyalty by 3. And she has a skill of 2, revealing this new token here, which adds down to your central skill ladder. Next, for Greg Boss, he comes in here as the Chief Financial Officer, skill 3, these 2 tokens move down here, and loyalty 5, so there's no change in the central loyalty ladder. Now, with these 2 executives, they'll be contributed to the colonial leadership and political influence piles. So once you've replaced your in-house executives, or any executive, you then get to reassign them to a new role, whether that colonial leadership or political influence. Colonial leadership, you send them to the far-flung colonies looking after Martian settlements, or political influence, they're back on Earth pushing your political agenda. So the UN Solar Assembly are going to put their flight director into the colonial leadership stack, which goes up here on colonial leadership. This can reinforce greater loyalty and give more resources through these in-game bonuses, whilst Alizon are going to add to the political influence track, which increases here, which can give movement, more politics, and financial gain. Once executives have been recruited, any unrecruited execs go to the bottom of the deck, and new executives are revealed. And now the edict card is replaced. So the tokens go back to their players, and a new edict is revealed. Fuel cell sales take off exponentially. Hydrogen right now is worth 5 solar credits, so that's probably going to influence how players are going to mine the solar system.